Hi, this is Fernando Herboso with Maxus Realty Group, reallynicehomes.com. And today we're going to be talking about the buyer's estimated closing costs. This is specifically on the areas that we service, which is Montgomery County, Maryland. And I want to give you a little bit more information about how much money does it cost to buy a home in Montgomery County. And then you can kind of have an idea how much it's going to cost you. But this is very important part of the process of buying a home, that when you're working with a real estate agent, they should tell you exactly what are your closing costs that you're expecting, what are going to be the costs coming from the lender, from the taxes, and all the closing costs that you're required to pay. Because in that reason, you're going to be able to find out if you can really afford to buy this home or not. So once we, in my group, for my agents that we're working with, we take in consideration a nifty little tool that gives us an estimated closing cost, and we do this with every single client that we work with, so we can have full transparency to see how much money is going to cost you to buy a home. I don't want you to guess. I don't want you to figure out yourself. I don't want you to be wondering, staying up all night, not thinking if you have enough money to buy this house or not. I want to know exactly to the penny, and this is what I tell my agents, to make sure that the person buying a home knows exactly how much money they need to buy a home today. So in this tool, as an example, I'm going to put an address of a property that you may be buying. This is where you're going to be able to put the property that you're thinking of purchasing. So your agent is going to continue putting this information over here. Let's say this property is $600,000. It's going to ask us even on the settlement date, because it's going to try to figure out all the information, all the costs, compare all the way to the last date whenever you're doing the closing. In this case, we're doing it about a month from today, and it's going to give me information about the interest rate. Say right now we can get it interest rate around 3.5%. And then a seller assistance, meaning that how much money is the seller going to contribute to help you buy this house. Generally, we try to get 3% for all our clients to make sure that they don't have to bring as much money as possible whenever they're buying a home. So we're going to stick with conventional loan. Obviously, they have the FHA, cash money, VA, but let's go stick with the conventional loan. The down payment sometimes is 20%, 10%. In this case, let's just go with 5% down payment, so you can have a general idea how much it's going to cost you to buy a home. You may have just one mortgage in this case. Also, if you're going to have a second mortgage, also you can figure this out. But let's simplify the process right now and just do it with one fixed mortgage, and the mortgage amount is going to be $570,000 based on a $600,000 purchase. Normally, mortgage terms are around 30 years. Okay. So we're going to put your name here, all information. We don't need to do this right now. And the prepays, usually, or discount points and things like that, sometimes you may end up paying about 1% of the value of the home. So let's just put it over here. For some reason or another, maybe the lender may be charging this, or you may have to pay that to get a lower interest rate, but let's just figure it out based on that. Appraisal going to cost you around $375. In some cases, it may cost you up to $500. So I usually like to kind of like overestimate to make sure that you're going to have enough money. Credit report, obviously, that's about $25. Document preparation, $200. It's going to ask you about flood certification, because they want to make sure the house is not in a flooding area. Or in that case, you may need to add additional insurance for flooding insurance, and it's going to cost you more money. Escrow service for the taxes, courier, wire taxes, escrow waiver, all those things, they have different charges they're going to give you, okay? And it's automatically going to figure out exactly how much you got to pay at the end. It's going to tell you about the county taxes, your taxes that you had to pay, and all the buyer reimbursements to sellers, which is talking about the money that they're giving you for seller contribution. Are you a first-time home buyer? This is going to change somewhat your estimated, because by being a first-time home buyer in Maryland, you're going to save money on some of the taxes, and this is going to take a full advantage of this. So once you put all this information, and obviously there's more details that I'm passing by, which is the home inspection, all that stuff, but let's just figure out in general for a $600,000 home that you're purchasing at 3.5% interest rate, and you asking 3% seller contribution from the seller to help you pay for the down payment, and you're paying a total of 5% down. Let's see how much is this going to cost you. So we get this little buyer estimated closing cost that we are going to save this and send this to our buyers to make sure they understand exactly how much they have to pay, and also for them to study and make some notes and call us and ask us questions about why is this way? Why am I paying for this? What is this costing me so much? So all those things. But obviously at the end, we give them the final revised estimate of what they have to pay. In this case, they're buying a $600,000 home, and the mortgage amount is going to be $570,000. So they're going to be paying 5%, which is $30,000. Okay, and the closing cost that they have to pay is easily distributed here from different areas that's going to be the closing cost for a buyer. This includes all the discount points, the credit report, the certifications and interest of the mortgage, and then also they're going to ask you to have an owner's insurance policy and a lender insurance policy. This is the cost that you have to pay. Because you're a first-time home buyer, they're going to give you some discounts on the transfer taxes and state recordation taxes. You're going to be having a certain amount of money that you have to pay as a buyer, and the seller has to pay also some money as a seller. So this is the buyer selling cost, buying cost. So every single item is being analyzed and tell you more or less how much you have to pay. At the end, it's going to ask you about the escrows and how much is your taxes and the buyer reimbursements to seller. In this case, it's going to be also the seller contribution. So finally, we end up with a transaction summary for a $600,000 home. Your closing cost is going to be $17,827.66. The lender escrow is about $31.19. Reimbursements to seller, which is money that's going to go back to the seller because they overpaid, especially on taxes. This is going back to them. It's $3,572. So the total acquisition cost for you is going to be the $600,000 you're paying for the house and $24,000, which is the cost that's going to cost you to buy this house. So total is $624,000. They're going to take the mortgage amount out of this, $570,000. They're going to take about the seller assistant that is going to come out in a form of $18,000 that the seller is giving you to help you buy this house. Then it's going to come out with estimated cash needed to purchase, which is $36,519.53. Now, if you have an earnest deposit, usually it's about $5,000 or $10,000. Then this is money that you're going to pay when you put a contract on a house. So if you have put $10,000, then in this case will be $10,000 here, and you will only have to bring $26,000 at the closing table. But nevertheless, buying a $600,000 home in Montgomery County, based on all the costs necessary, and if you get 3% seller contribution from the seller, your total amount that you're going to need to bring to the table is $36,019.53. And I also going to give you an idea more or less how much it's going to cost you, and your monthly payments going to be about $25.59 monthly payments. The tax is going to be $514 because that's where you want to live in this area, and the taxes are maybe higher than some other areas. Then there is a homeowners insurance that is not allocated here, but the mortgage insurance it is, which is something that you have to pay. So this may be extra for you, but anyway, the estimated monthly payment for this house is $3,520.97. What I'm trying to tell you is this, that when you're working with a real estate agent that is supposed to helping you and bringing you to light that your best interests, making sure that you're going to be secure, you're going to be protected, and making sure that you're doing all the right things, you always want to ask the buyer estimated closing cost. How much buying this house is going to cost me today? My name is Fernando Herboso with Maxus Realty Group, and our website is reallynicehomes.com. Our link for our website is below this video. Please, if you don't have a person representing you to buy a home in Montgomery County, Maryland, please give us a call. We're here to protect you, making sure you're going to have full disclosure and you're going to have a complete view and direct road to the house, to your dream home, to the one that you want to buy. Thank you very much. Have a good day.